An object is the person or thing that receives the action in the clause or sentence. Now, an object pronoun is a pronoun that takes the place of a noun as the object of a sentence. For example, in this sentence, she told me about her worries. The word me is an object pronoun because it refers to the person that is receiving the action. Also note that the object pronoun comes after a verb or a preposition. Object pronouns are used to replace nouns that are the direct or indirect objects of a clause. Let's have a look at the table below. When we want to use a pronoun as the subject of a sentence, we use I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. And when we want to use a pronoun as the object of a sentence, we use me, you, him, her, it, us, or them. As earlier stated, object pronouns come either after a verb or a preposition. For example, in this sentence, Ethan asked me to talk to them. The object pronoun me comes after the verb asked, and the object pronoun them comes after the preposition to. Also note that the subject pronoun it and the object pronoun it look the same. For example, do you know the movie Pretty Lady? It is my favorite. In this sentence, the pronoun it is a subject pronoun because it is used as the subject of the sentence. And in this sentence, I've seen it many times. The pronoun it is an object pronoun because it is used as the object of the sentence after a verb. Remember that object pronouns are always the recipients of the action in sentences. In this example over here, for example, in this sentence we have he and me. Also, remember that object nouns are always the recipients of the action in sentences. Also, remember that object pronouns are always the recipients of the action in sentences. Now let's have a look at the sentence over here. He and me went to the movies. Now this sentence would be incorrect because the object pronoun me is being used as the subject of the sentence. The correct form would be he and I went to the movies. Let's have a look at another example over here. Mrs. Keith called her and I. Now this sentence is incorrect because the pronoun, the subject pronoun, I, is being used as the object of the sentence. The correct form would be Mrs. Keith called her and me. Also, we should replace the object with an object pronoun to avoid repetition. Let's have a look at an example over here. I can't stop thinking about Amy. I can't stop imagining my future with Amy. Now we can avoid repeating the word Amy by using object pronouns. For example, I can't stop imagining my future with her. Now let's review and practice a bit. Remember that object pronouns are used to replace nouns that are the direct or indirect objects of a clause or a sentence. Let's have a look at the pronouns below. What is the object pronoun of the subject pronoun I? Me. You. You. He. Him. She. Her. It. It. We. Us. And they. Them. Also note that object pronouns come either after a verb or a preposition. Now have a look at the sentence below and fill in the blanks using the appropriate object pronoun. My mom asked to do. My mom asked me to do it. Note that the subject pronoun it and the object pronoun it look the same. Have a look at the sentences below. In which sentence is the pronoun it a subject pronoun? And in which sentence is the pronoun it an object pronoun? I like this book a lot. It is one of my favorites. I often read it when I'm feeling down. In the first sentence, the pronoun it is a subject pronoun. And in the second sentence, the pronoun it is an object pronoun. Remember that object nouns are always the recipients of the action in sentences. Try to correct the following sentence. John invited them and I to his party. John invited them and me to his party. Also, we should replace the object with an object pronoun to avoid repetition. Have a look at the sentence below and try to avoid the repetition in the second sentence by using an object pronoun. You can't talk with Greg every hour. Constantly being on the phone with Greg leaves you with zero free time. Constantly being on the phone with him leaves you with zero free time. Here is a short story using object pronouns. Listen as I read so you can see how they are used in real-life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself so that you can work on your own fluency and pronunciation. What should I get them? It's their anniversary, but I can't think of a gift. It should be something cheap but yet memorable. Why don't you give them something that you made yourself? Maybe a poster with their photos that they haven't seen? I think they'll be happy to get it. I knew I could turn to you. This is a great idea. I'll definitely do it. Now, time for you to practice on your own. Read the following sentences and fill in the gaps with the appropriate object pronouns. A. I saw the way Kate talks to Jeffrey. I am sure that she is in love with. B. I can't find my glasses. Maybe that's because I'm wearing. C. Is that Mike's new girlfriend? Don't ask me, ask. D. Why is he always talking about Liz? He obviously likes. E. Amy doesn't want to be in the same room with Nick and I think she doesn't like us. F. What's the title of the movie we saw last night? I don't remember. G. Your brothers are being very noisy. Could you ask to be quieter? H. I can't stop thinking about his words. It's been bugging for a long time. I. Don't you like apples? I absolutely love. J. Why don't they invite over? My husband and I are very nice people. Now, let's check your answers. I saw the way Kate talks to Jeffrey. I am sure she is in love with him. I can't find my glasses. Maybe that's because I'm wearing them. Is that Mike's new girlfriend? Don't ask me, ask them. Why is he always talking about Liz? He obviously likes her. Amy doesn't want to be in the same room with Nick and me. I think she doesn't like us. What's the title of the movie we saw last night? I don't remember it. Your brothers are being very noisy. Could you ask them to be quieter? I can't stop thinking about his words. It's been bugging me for a long time. Do you like apples? I absolutely love them. Why don't they invite us over? My husband and I are very nice people. Thank you for watching this tutorial.